It's back! This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Remember the Note 7? It was one of the most talked about phones last year for all the wrong reasons. Samsung's strategy to put embarrassing battery fires behind it involves very few surprises, except for a fancy dual camera. Rather, the Note 8, with a 6.3-inch screen, mostly supersizes what worked well in this spring's Galaxy S8. See how much more screen you get than with Apple's grande iPhone 7 Plus? Like the S8, the Note 8 squeezes more usable screen into less surface area with a slimmed forehead and chin. And the so-called Infinity AMOLED screen curves down the sides. It has a slightly sharper angle than past Samsung phones, which makes the Note 8 slightly easier to hold. The Note 8 screen is a modest boost from this spring's S8 Plus model, which measured 6.2 inches. But it'll feel like an Olympic-sized swimming pool for anyone still using the 2-year-old Note 5. In the don't break what's not broken department, the Note 8's S Pen stylus hasn't changed much, though it can now translate complete sentences like a magic wand. The Note 8 software has Samsung's not always beloved version of Android, but now they've added the ability to pair apps together into a single icon, so you can launch duos you frequently use together. Now let's talk about that hopefully non-exploding Note 8 battery. It's a tiny bit smaller this year, possibly helping it avoid some of the problems that caused fires in last year's model. Independent testing firm UL is also publicly vouching for the Note 8 battery. There is one Note 8 feature likely to make other Samsung owners jealous. Samsung has finally joined the dual camera trend we've seen with some other models, but they've added a few tricks of their own. Like on the iPhone 7 Plus, one lens is for wide angle and the other for 2x zoom. But Samsung added optical image stabilization to both its lenses, which it says will produce clearer 12-megapixel shots. And like the iPhone, the Note 8 can use depth information from the two lenses to take portraits with only the subject in focus. Samsung's version lets you manually adjust how much background blur to apply. This Korean giant remains in the lead on phone design, but it still doesn't know where to put the fingerprint reader. The Note 8 moves it to the back, awkwardly up near the camera. I'm still waiting for a phone maker to return the reader to the front where it belongs, maybe right inside the screen itself. The Note 8 will be available to order on August 24th, and in stores on September 15th. It's going to be a big fall for phone upgrades. So the question is, how can Samsung's best compete with what Apple has in store? For that, we'll have to wait a little bit longer.